In readiness for 2023 presidential election, there have been calls from different quarters for zoning arrangements. Particularly, the southern governors have been asking that the presidency be zoned to the southern region, but the northern governors have a different view on that. Is zoning arrangement necessary for 2023 presidential election? Is it even constitutional? I am Blessing Aichi. This is Viewpoint on ITV.
In a place where there is no diversity, there is no need for zoning. But we have come onto a country that has become somehow an assemblage. That is what it is. Is it not the same country where, as a little boy, when we were trying to get into school, we were told quota system. What is the importance of quota system? Is it not to get components of the areas involved in the country? What is the essence of Federal Character Commission? Federal Character Commission is to have representatives. So what I think that the northern governors are saying is very, very wrong, and it's not in good faith at all. You see, even in revenue sharing, is it not the idea about zoning that has led to how revenue is being distributed in this country? That is what it is to get everybody. Otherwise, why would they say that you should allow wherever anything comes from, it should remain there? It's to, be a brother's keeper and get everybody involved. So for me, I think that zoning is of essence in this time and age in the country. Otherwise, it means that there are more than meets the eye concerning it, the way they are speaking about it. There should be zoning. We should have components represented. In the past, for over 5 years now, or is it 8 years, you have somebody from the north. It's time for somebody else from somewhere. But I'm asking that we not just talk about north and south. You have the north central. There are minorities, of course, although Jonathan came from the minority. But then the southeastern states, you understand, they've not been represented in government. Obasanjo came from the west, the past. So who is it that is from the southeast? So we should do all this consideration.
I would say that the way the Souths are going about it is not right. Being the fact that I'm a Southerner, if I don't want to be biased, I'll tell you the truth. There's a constitution. Like in the church, the Bible is their constitution. The constitution guides the party. The constitution guides the party. So I will say that what the Southerners would have done is to negotiate that the presidency in 2023 should come to the South. By the time you are imposing, you are already working in an error. So I am not of a take that it must come to the South. What we need is somebody that is good. Whether it comes from the North, whether it comes from the South, wherever it comes from, the country has to move forward and become great again.
If you look at Nigeria as a federation, it is that as a federal system, whatever is happening should be appropriately appropriated, to the inhabitants of the place. And that is where this idea of, where is the presidency coming from becomes important. So we don't run a monarchical arrangement of governance. And so if it is a federation, principal positions must not be allowed to be domiciled in a particular geographical location in Nigeria. So it is normal to check and ask, if the presidency had just been finished in the northern part of Nigeria, is it therefore right for it to continue to remain there? A federation means that every component of it must taste of whatever is happening within the federation. And so that in itself, brought up the idea of zoning within political parties. Zoning as a matter or as a system of action is a product of political parties, that come up to check what best way to appropriate, the positions that may come from our political system.
The constitution only recognizes Nigerians, and there are no zones in, who becomes president. But over time, it has become an issue that political actors, especially in the political parties, always, used to push in or drive home their own points. Many a times they begin to talk about northern region and the southern region, which comprises of the west and the south, as it were. You have looked at it carefully that this issue of it has actually been a party issue. The issue of zoning, like people thought, a lot of people are thinking it's constitutional. There's nothing like that in the constitution. The constitution does not back up zoning. It's a political arrangement, like what you call a gentleman arrangement. They say now, as the Buhari has said for 8 years, it's always good to allow power to see to the other region or zone as they may have couched it to be. But I still don't think that is proper, because it will now begin to make it look like when it's my turn, I serve my people. When it's your turn, you serve your people. Like, Nigerians should discard this idea of zoning. We should begin to look internally and look inwardly and see how we can better this country, improve the people as in leadership, and ensuring that your leadership should not be to self-serving, but should be to develop and enhance the people in the country. I think that is what this zoning thing had nothing to do with the constitution. It has really hindered the country.
For most respondents, presidential candidates should be drawn from the best of Nigerians. But given the peculiar nature of the country, zoning is necessary for that.